Hello, peoples. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, yes. You can hear me. Cool. So how are you people doing tonight? It's a beautiful day on this one. So anyways, hey, Logan. Hey, Shipe. Oh, man. It's a Testify Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Wednesday. Hey, check this out. I got some cool stuff today, finally. We got some new stickers. Oh, yeah. Pain is a toll for greatness. I'll be selling these at my next event. And this should be fun. But we also got other ones too. I'm putting the shirts online tonight. Average is the enemy of your habits. And then your future is watching. Prove that you deserve it. And then these are the hit. I've already lost a whole bunch of my daughter and her friends and everybody like that. But we got the wow keychains. That's kind of neat. So I might actually try and actually start giving away some stuff one day soon. And say, hey, peoples, who wants some free stuff? Give away some free good. Oh, hey, finally. Sorry, Instagram finally populated and said, hey, here I am, it's working. So, man, I don't know, how's the weather out there today for you peoples? Oh, beautiful sunny, 78 degrees, nice. It was raining down in Florida today. Hi, Beth. It was raining down in Florida, huh? Wow. 64 degrees. And where are you at? That's 64 degrees. Oh, okay. All right. Minnesota. All right. Well. All right. Anyways, what's going on, peoples? I'm just time wasting. Oh my God, you didn't complete the heart munition? What are we going to do? Come on. I hate computers. But you know what? Today is a Testify Tuesday type thing. And so, in all essence, we're going to try and focus on the idea, show me your calendar. Show me your calendar. Show me your calendar. And we'll show you your success. You know, and that's really the point of it. You know, because you know what? Your success is based on what your calendar looks like. You know, truthfully, your success is based on your schedule, what you have planned. What future do you have hiding behind what you have planned? And what do you have planned? You know? There we go. That works. Oh, man. Sorry about that. I had to finish something here. Oh, man. So, what a great evening. I'm in the process of opening more t-shirts. More t-shirts. You guys want to see what the back of the t-shirts are going to look like? I got something special. I'm kind of procrastinating at the moment. Waiting for this job to finish. So yeah, this is what the back of one of the t-shirts are going to look like. Here it comes. Boop, 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 boop. Your future is watching. Prove you deserve it. Deserve it. That's going to be on the back of a t-shirt. That's actually a sticker. I almost lost them today too when they came. Yeah, it's I got it as a freebie from one of my vendors. I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll go with that. I'll take freebies. Here, can you send me these? So I got like 10 of them. I'm like, I can deal with that. And here's one of the other ones that we got. And this one here, I actually like. This one I like. Average is the enemy of your habits. Neat, huh? Cool. So yeah, average is the enemy of your habits. That's a nice little sticker. I almost lost them. A rogue of kids saw them today and proceeded to almost want to steal them from me. And it wasn't just 3 of them. It was like 2 others too. And finally, the last sticker I got. Pain is the toll for greatness. Yeah. Nothing in life is ever easy. Nothing. So yeah, those are the 3 stickers I got. That kind of came with these I did lose a bunch of. Yeah, these I did lose a bunch of. And these are actually pretty neat. These are actually for sale. These are actually for sale. I'm not really happy with them. But you know what? For freebie samples that you order online, I'm actually kind of happy about it. You know, I mean, it just boop, 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 boop. Oh, what is this? It looks like a keychain. Oh, it is a keychain. Wow. I mean, literally. Wow. Yeah, I lost 6 of those out of the 10 I had. Yeah, huh? Make that 7. Oh, I'll have to order some now. But yeah, I don't like how they came out, but, you know, considering it was, you know, all part of the promo package I got for signing up, I'm not going to complain. I mean, free is free, right? You know, I mean, that's the honest to God truth. Free is free. I'm not going to complain about it. You know, it works. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So, and yeah, neat. But you know what? Today's topic was about your calendar. Show me your calendar, and I'll show you your future. Because your success is in your schedule. See, the future you want is hiding. It's not hiding behind luck, and it's not hiding. Yeah, you get plenty of that when you're dead. It's not hiding in your luck, behind your luck, and it's not hiding in your bed, and it's not hiding in the hours that you keep. It's hiding in the things that you do. You see, people don't fail. I mean, there are like 3 truths out there. All right, 3 bona fide truths. All right. Oh, wait, hang on a second here. What does this say? All right, good night, Beth. Thank you. Mountain Center is needs to run from Helms Deep. Let's check Helms Deep. Think of the light of Helms. Here's what's on prom. 2 o'clock. Ah! You got me. Good night. Thank you. What was that anyway? Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I was reading the log here. I'm doing a massive backup. All right, sorry about that. Let's see. Leave it as is. Let's see here. Place for here's one extra. Create a spreadsheet. Blah 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 blah. All right. Well, you know what? That can wait. So, truth number one. There are 3 truths. Truth number 1 is people don't fail from the lack of desire. They fail from the lack of structure. All right. And what that means is they fail from the lack of trying and making a plan. They fail from trying making a plan and setting it in motion and writing it down. That's where people fail at. Most people live their life willy-nilly, like, you know what, I'll figure out what I'm doing this weekend when Saturday comes. And Sunday night, they finally, oh man, I should have done something this weekend. And it's like, hello? That doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And so, you gotta structure your week. You gotta structure your days. You gotta structure your future. People spend more time planning out their cell phone plans than they do their future. I mean, I'm not joking about this. They'll spend more time planning out their weekend excursions with the boys or the girls night out or whatever like that than they spend more time focusing on what they're going to do for the weekend than they do on the future that they have in front of them. You know, it sucks like that. And truth number 2 is your schedule is a receipt for your discipline. See, when you look at somebody's calendar, you can see what they have going on. You can see whether they actually scheduled something going on or if they're just living by the seat of their pants. And while we're not Indiana Jones, we're just running around the world by the seat of our pants, saving the world. There's still structure in what he does. And truth number 3 is what you repeat becomes who you are. I'm going to repeat that. What you repeat becomes who you are. Because the more you focus on repeating the same thing over and over again, the more you learn it. And the more that it becomes more self-evident. And the more you start to believe it. And the more you believe it, the more you become it. You know the old quote, fake it till you make it. Well, there you go. Fake it till you make it. Because you have to try and believe in yourself before you can actually be who you are. See, Tony Robbins talks about the be, do, have principle. In order to try and have something, you have to be, and then you have to do it, and then you'll finally have it. which means that you have to believe that you are capable of having it. You have to believe that you are that person. You have to believe that you can do it. And then you have to try on and do it. You have to, even if you can't try on and go and run a marathon, you can try on and go and start. You can start by running around the block. You can start by running up and down the street. You can start by joining those small little marathons. Because then eventually you will have it. If you want to start your own business, well, then you know what? You need to start changing your mind, saying that, hey, I'm a business owner. Even if you wrote your business plan out and wrote it down on a piece of paper, hey, I'm a business owner. You got to change your mindset from being an employee where, please, sir, can I have more hours? You know what a job stands for? The acronym for job, J-O-B. You know what that stands for? Just over broke. Because most people work a job just enough to get by. And, well, anyways, it's like, wow. You know, it's just wow. Hang on 1 second here. I'm doing a massive backup, and it requested some information. So, anyways, so yeah, you got to try to do be, do, have, and it's just, you know, you got to believe in yourself. Just got to believe in yourself. Sorry, I'm updating this backup stuff because it's huge. It's gigundo. All right, sorry about that. There we go. Sorry, I'm testing out my 10 gig fiber connection from one server to another, and we're trying to migrate 28 terabytes from one server to another one. And I'd like to get it. I wanted it done today, but it failed. I hate it when computers fail. So, yes, the be, do, have. You have to fake it till you make it. You have to try and pretend to be something you're not. Because sooner or later, you'll get it. See, that's the lie that we believe. And we tell our lies all the time. We tell ourselves lies all the time. We tell ourselves. I mean, don't take this wrong way, but we are all liars in some way or another, whether we lie to ourselves or lie to other people. All right? Because we lie to ourselves by saying, I'll do it when I feel like it. And the real truth is, nobody really ever feels like it. Nobody ever really feels like going to work. Nobody ever feels like trying and doing those hard stuff. They don't feel like doing that. Most people avoid the hard things. They have hard conversations. They avoid it like the plague. They hide behind their cell phones and they text you. I am notorious for that. I got to contact 2 clients and say, hey, I need my equipment. But I've been afraid myself. I'm human. But see, that's the thing is motivation is a spark. It's not the system. That lie you tell, I'll do it when I feel like it. Yeah, okay, sure. You get a motivational quip to get it done. But you know what? It's just a spark. It's not a system. It's not a way to try and focus on your future. It's not a way to get stuff done. No, you can't do stuff like that. It's like you only try and put gas in your car when you go to step on the gas pedal. Yeah, listen to me on this one. All right. Motivation is the gas. Well, no. Motivation is a spark. The gas are the motivational tapes, the positive role model videos and tapes that you listen to and audio files that you listen to and the books that you read. That's the fuel that you put inside your gas tank. And the engine is actually yourself when you try and step on that gas. When you start that key, when you turn that key, what happens? You hear the car go, nyeh, 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 nyeh. Well, you know what? That nyeh, 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 that nyeh, 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 nyeh is that motivation. And so sometimes the motivation works to take that gas and throw it inside there and start that engine. And that engine is your feet to move forward. Because motivation is just a spark. It's that nyeh, 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 nyeh when you go to start your car. And that's the thing is that if you let your emotions run your schedule, your emotions will run your life. I don't feel like going to work today. Well, guess what? You didn't go to work. Nobody feels like going to work every day. Nobody feels like going to school every day. Nobody feels like going to the doctors every day. Nobody feels like getting up and doing work around the house every day. So therefore, if you lived your life based on how you feel, you'll never go to work. And guess what? You're going to get fired. You'll never go to school. And guess what? You'll never graduate. Guess what? You never get up and clean your house. Guess what? You're going to live in a pig pen. So that's where you can't let your emotions fall into that trap. You can't fall in that emotion trap. You can't let your emotions dictate how you live your life. You have to discipline yourself. And discipline is through consistency. Because consistency will beat intensity every single day. It's one thing to try to get up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm going to clean my house. All right, fine, clean your house. But you know what? You need to clean your house every day. Not just once a month. Because if you clean your house every day, it's not that big of a job. But if you clean your house once a month, it gets to be a big job. If you don't take the trash out every day, what happens? You end up having big, huge garbage bags filled with garbage you got to take out. I know this. One of my clients who used to live in one of my apartments used to do that. He'd get these big ass industrial sized trash bags and he'd take the trash out once, like every 2 weeks. And a bag, we could hide bodies in it. Seriously. And we're not talking about little kid bodies. No. We're talking about full size adult. I mean, I could probably hide in a bag. And he would try and take that And he would try and take and put it in a dumpster. Boom, that's it. Garbage can's full. I'm like, wow, what the hell? Nobody else gets to throw trash out this week because he decided to empty his trash out for the month? Because see, if you try and do it every day, you don't have to rebuild from scratch every day, every month. It's like filling your gas tank up. I don't know about you, but 9 times out of 10, my gas tank's on half full. Every time I go on a trip somewhere, I try and fill that bad boy up. I top it off. Because I'd rather have a half a tank in my tank when I'm sitting at home than no gas at all in there. Because just in case I have to jump in and go to the doctor's or emergency room or go save somebody from God knows what, my kids. So I'd like to have a little bit of gas in there. And that's how you should be with motivation. That's how you should be with your positive motivational stuff. That's how you should be with the stuff that you put in your mind on a daily basis. What are you putting in your mind on a daily basis? Are you putting YouTube, shorts with that big heavy set guy that goes around boop, 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 and making fun of himself? Or are you actually doing something along the lines of listening to the people that are talking about how to give yourself positive affirmations to make yourself better? Because see, you don't rise to your level of excitement. You rise to the level of your planning. And if you plan to sit there and doom scroll through Facebook looking at the stupid yuck, guess what's going to be in your head? Stupid yuck. Sorry, I got an alert. How long? Sorry about that. I'm doing a massive backup. And it's saying 18 to 22 hours. So, but you know what? You don't rise to the level of your excitement. You rise to the level of your planning, your schedule, the things that you plan on doing. That's when you really succeed. Because you know what? There's a power. There's a power behind predecisions. Predecisions is when you try and actually make a decision on something to make a decision. Decide today what tomorrow is going to look like. Put the hard things that you're going to do tomorrow on the calendar first. Get it done and out of the way. That way the rest of the day is easy and you can coast on by. Identify your scheduling. Categorize everything. Okay, this is going to be hard. This is going to be easy. Let's get this done first, out of the way, done. That way I attack it in a fresh mindset, in a great mood, and everything. And it'll be easy. And after I'm done with it, the rest of the day will be easy. And go ahead. I know somebody out there is going to say, well, that's setting yourself up for trying and jinxing yourself by saying the rest of the day is going to be easy. You know what? If there was a study done that if you say that you can't do something, guess what? You can't. Seriously, if you say you can't do something, guess what? You're already right. So, that's that. And identify that schedule like the person you're becoming, not the person you've been. You have to change your mindset. You have to change yourself. Change your point of view. Change that point of view. Because you know what? There's give you an idea how important point of view is. All right, and I love this one. There was a letter. A young woman wrote a letter home to her family. Said, "Dear Mom and Dad, I wanted to tell you that I was involved in a riot at the college campus, and in the process, as I was trying to escape from there, I jumped in a car and got into an accident." Hey, Alicia. I got into the accident, and while I spent a lot of time in a hospital recovering, there I met an orderly, and we fell in love. We decided that we're going to try to move to Oregon and live in a commune, especially now that I'm 6 months pregnant. So I dropped out of college, and we're in Oregon living on a commune, 6 months pregnant. Signed, I love you, my daughter. P.S. None of that's true. But I did fail my first semester chemistry, and I wanted you to keep it in perspective. See, we all focus on different things, and we sometimes forget what is really important and what isn't important. We need to keep that perspective in place. Keep that perspective in check. Really? 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 This is not the time to play. No, go. Yeah, it's over there. Sorry about that. You got to keep things in perspective. Focus on your calendar, putting the hard things first. That way you get the hard stuff done when you're fresh in the morning, when your mind is still fresh, when your mind is still energetic, when you're still able to cope and manage, and put the rest of the day easy. That way, as soon as you get the rest of the hard stuff done, you can coast on by. Because you need to schedule your days like the person you want to be, not the person you used to be. Because your schedule is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. Because you know what? There are hours that this world goes quiet and you get the peace. Now, I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day because I get more work done. I'm not saying you need to. But you know what? If you have a dream and you're not lazy, you'll find a way. Oh, I guess we're playing fetch now. Ow, ow, ow. See, the quiet hours are the hours before the world wakes up or after the world goes to bed. And that's when the invisible work happens. All right? That's when the people grind. That's when you'll see the superstar NBA players on the basketball court shooting baskets. That's when you'll see Elon Musk sitting there working on his computers. That's when you see Bill Gates sitting there making his spreadsheets and figuring things out and how to try and take over the world. That's when people get up and actually figure out how they're going to build their days out. Because half the world is still asleep, which means that half the world can't bug them and irritate them and distract them from their goals in their life. Now, those hours is where you get the private discipline going. That's when you get to try and really shine. Because that private discipline creates your public confidence. Because see, the hours nobody sees are the hours that everybody will feel your magic. So I want you to audit your week. Where does your time actually go? When are you strongest? What does your schedule match with your goals or your habits? Because if your schedule doesn't match your goals are just words on paper. So there are three big, this, I hate saying this, but I'm giving you so much information tonight. Oh my goodness. There are three major success ready building blocks. Okay? 1, 3 non-negotiables every day. You've got to do 3 non-negotiables every day. Schedule. All right? Focus on planning. Block your battles and guard your nose. What I mean by that, all right? Block your battles. Time block the things that move your life forward. Guarding your nose is protecting the boundaries of your schedule so that nobody comes in there and just blows up your schedule. You drive down a street with curbs on it because you're not supposed to drive on a sidewalk. Why? Because you can hurt somebody. You can wreck your car. You need to put those curbs in place in your schedule. Block your battles, guard the no. And finally, protect the yes. Because every yes is a no to something else. And that yes should be to your dreams, your goals, your destiny, not other people's designs for you, not other people's decisions for what you're going to do for them. Because see, you know what? There's a thing called show up for the life you want. All right. I'm talking about the be, do, have. Well, the be, do, have is that. You got to try and believe in yourself. Then you got to do it. You got to show up. You have to show up. 80% of success is just showing up and being there. All right. Success meets you where you show up. If you don't show up to those meetings, you're never going to be known that you're in that meeting. If you never show up to the doctors, you're never going to know what's going on with your body or being able to try to figure out what's going on with your health. If you never show up to class, you're not going to graduate school. All right? So success meets you where you show up. You got to show up. And then you got the repetition rhythm. Because the repetition builds your reputation. When you do things consistently on a daily basis, everybody knows you're doing it. Everybody knows you're doing it. You know, there's been articles out there talking about how there are 80-something-year-old shut-ins that order daily from restaurants around the world. All right. I read about this just recently. That this one old elderly guy used to order from Papa John's Pizza. All right, he used to order pizza every day. That was his dinner. Because he was living alone by himself. He used to order pizza every day. And one day he never ordered. And the time came and went for him order. And finally, the delivery driver is like, this ain't right. He didn't call. He didn't order. I didn't get to go to his house tonight. And so he ended up going there, and they found out that he was actually having a stroke and was passed out. He saved his life because of a rhythm. See, when you build a rhythm, when you build that reputation, when you do that repetition, you build that reputation. Good night, bud. Love you. You build an identity for yourself. I've gone live 147 days. Every single night, sometime between 9 and 11 o'clock at night. People know this. I've had over 403 views on TikTok, and I can't see how many on Facebook right now, and I've got a couple on Instagram, and there's at least 10, 15 people on Zoom right now. You know, why? Because I've gone through the idea of consistency, being here every single night. And that's the thing, is that your future is waiting on your consistency. Your future's sitting there waiting like, oh yeah, this is it. This is it. He's finally being consistent. He's finally jumping on that trampoline every morning. Yeah, we're going to get to below 300 pounds. Yeah. This is it. This is it. She's finally working on her business plan. Yeah. Your future is sitting on a sideline waiting, watching you. Boom. Your future is watching you. These are my new stickers. Your future is watching you. Prove. See it right there at the bottom? Prove that you deserve it. I'm putting shirts online right now with this. That's one of the few things that my my happy little AI is doing. And that's the thing, is your future is watching you, waiting on you to try and do something on a consistent basis, whether it's going to your gym class every day, whether it's going to class every day, school, whether it's going to your work every day, whether it's going to those swimming lessons every day, whether it's going to those taekwondo lessons every day that your father pays for, whether it's going to you know, whatever it is, your future is waiting for you. And so are you going to deny your future because you didn't feel like going? Are you going to let your emotions dictate your life? Or are you going to let your Grey Delco dictate your life? Because see, your next level is not waiting on a miracle. Success isn't hiding behind miracles. Success doesn't come through luck. Success is waiting on your schedule. Because you know what? It's time. I mean, it's done. It's done. You've dreamed enough. You've hoped enough. You've withstood more than people know. You've owned the dream for forever. You've owned the stories. You've owned the scars. You've owned your mistakes. You've owned more than people have seen. It is time to win in a way that nobody can ignore. Because your success is not in your feelings. Your success is in your schedule. So plan your next move. Make your next move your loudest one yet. Own your hours and you will own your future. I believe in you. You need to believe in you yourself. You need to step up and plan your future and then do it. It's been a wonderful evening talking to you tonight. Thank you very much. You guys have an excellent evening. I'll see you tomorrow on Wow Wednesday night. Have a